yeah. Usual route. Usual people. Usual ignorant people who don't know what they're doing. I mean, look at it. This guy's lost. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's not even aware that I'm coming. But he doesn't check his mirrors. Well, you know what? Even if our roads suck, it's still good. I mean, it's still better than some countries, even some first world countries, in different ways. Like number one, our roads do not have ice on them because we don't get snow, so we get a ride all year round. Sure, it's hard to ride when it's raining, but stop complaining. I mean, rain is nothing when you have ice. If there's ice, I mean, you can't ride at all. If it's raining, just ride slowly. Put a rain gear on and you're good. So I realized that when I went to the international forums and they're saying, oh, I got this brand new spanking bike last December, but I need to wait until spring, which is supposed to be sometime March, maybe April, worst case May, hopefully not June, for them to ride it. I mean, you have a brand new bike just sitting there in your garage doing nothing. You just start it off, you just start it up every weekend just so you can get the engine running and then the oil flowing, but you can't ride it. That sucks. I mean, if you're gonna buy a new bike and you're gonna have to wait, until you get it. I mean, that's painful enough, but having the bike already there and not being able to ride it, that sucks even more. Number two, there's no speed limit. I mean, you can go all out at your own risk. There's no cops patrolling because they're too lazy to even enforce shits like these. So you can go whatever speed. I mean, you have lines on my side, but can you overtake? Yes, I can. Will I? Maybe I would if it's clear, but I see something's coming. Even double lanes, I mean, you can just pass. In other countries, like when in the canyon roads, it's always double lines. So when you pull up against a car, the fun stops. Because you're not supposed to overtake. You can't overtake. But why do we, here, me, in the Philippines, overtake on double lines when I'm not supposed to? Well, it's because the car in front of me, the vehicle in front of me is so slow they're becoming an obstruction. They're holding me up. The right thing to do is, if you're slow and you're holding people up at your back, you get to the side. But they don't do that because they don't even bother to look in their side mirrors, or don't even bother to, or even if they do, they won't bother to go on the side. I mean, that's stupid. Even that guy is stupid. I mean, overtaking in a corner like that, what a fucker, right? So what do we do? What do motorcycle riders do? What do I do? Or even if I'm in the car, I would overtake on double lanes as long as it's safe. I mean, sometimes we get double lanes on places we're not supposed to. The double lanes are even too long. I mean, that's just stupid. But hey, we do it. We gotta go fast. That's one of the perks. Another perk. You can customize your bike whatever you want. Sure, there are those regulations, but these fuckers never really enforce them. So I have an open pipe, which is not legal. It's not supposed to be legal, but I can run with it. I mean, it's not as loud as it should be. It's just right, but still an open pipe. It should not be an issue though, because, well, it shouldn't. I mean, there are those small bikes that are too loud that they're not going anywhere, which is bothering you. But nobody says a Harley is too loud. Nobody says that. And this, I mean, this does not sound as good as a Harley. But nobody ever said that the sound of this sucks. I mean, I have Arrow exhaust. That's a good brand. It's not some fabricated tin can that you slap on a scooter. It's a proper performance bike. Where are those guys? I mean, if I already passed them, I wouldn't know. I mean, this is what happens when you don't enforce laws in the Philippines. You get bad flow. I'm sure there are some trade-offs. This guy. But hey, it's good. It's all good. You just try to be a bit more cautious because of the shits around it. I mean, people don't even have road sense. I mean, when you're filtering in the middle of the road, which is legal, not counter-flowing, but filtering, splitting on the middle lane, and with this traffic, you're just gonna see people. It's gonna surprise you because they're trying to cross. Not even on the pedestrian lane. I mean, if I see a pedestrian lane, I'm gonna slow down and take a peek if somebody's coming. But them, no. I mean, pedestrian lanes here mean nothing. They even fade. And once they faded, nobody sees them anymore. Or even if people see them, they don't bother to check. I mean, they just see lines. See, like, nothing. Like, just 2 days ago, I almost got into an accident. I was crossing in the pedestrian lane, so I know it's my right. It's clear. Traffic is slowly flowing. And then there's this motorcycle who didn't even bother to slow down in the pedestrian lane. So I continued. I went on and continue walking, crossing, and then so he saw me, and he didn't slow down. I continued walking, so he had to stop because he's gonna hit me. But if he didn't stop, I would have time to react and let him through. So he stopped abruptly, and the moment he stopped, he was already on the pedestrian lane, which is why, I don't know, you know. And then he got rear-ended by the car behind him, because that car also did not slow down, was not slowing down. So, let's check here. He was also not slowing down, so got rear-ended by the car. Sucks, right? Man, where are those guys? And what's this guy doing here? Stopping here. Let's check. So yeah. Oh, when the motorcycle was hit, it went forward, almost hit my foot, but instinctively my foot reacted. It went out of the way. It barely touched me, but there was no injury. So yeah, it's all good. Hey.